Every year, up to 197 countries come together for an annual climate conference called the Conference of Parties, or COP. At each meeting, various climate negotiations and solutions are discussed, with outcomes such as 190 countries agreeing to reduce coal power at the most recent meeting. There are also smaller regional conferences throughout the year. The Gibson Climate Justice Lab's research focuses on the varying perspectives from these meetings, especially from underrepresented and marginalized communities.
I think that the United Nations COPs, or annual climate negotiations, are very important because this is where we really see the start of the impetus for framing the issue of climate change, for coming up with solutions, and then a lot of that trickles down from that global level down to the federal and then the local, where most people come into contact with it. Sort of understanding where those debates originate is really important.
There's an increasing amount of attention being given to the climate crisis, which is very good news. And we saw this firsthand at COP26, where the amount of articles written about climate change, the media mentions of COP26, all the coverage, really, of climate change reached historic highs. And this is undoubtedly a good thing. And it's slowly, the media coverage is becoming commensurate with the threat that we are facing. But it is also important to ensure that certain perspectives, especially climate justice voices that have often been marginalized, are still heard.
What's unique about the work that we're doing is really focusing on the climate justice narratives, groups, activists, organizations that exist in this COP space. And a lot of this focus is then bringing light to issues from groups that tend to be marginalized from this very high-level political process. So it's beneficial in that we're shining a light on voices from the Global South, indigenous groups, communities of color, gendered perspectives that often don't get as much airtime.
Although we've already been able to bring some of our findings to the USC community, going forward we're looking to facilitate greater engagement with USC students and publish some of our findings.
You can get involved by checking out the rest of our lab website, applying to be a research assistant in the future, by following me on Twitter at Prof. SM Gibson. And then also in terms of getting involved in climate activism, there are lots of great local organizations. So there are organizations here at USC that you can check out, as well as organizations like the Sunrise Movement, Greenpeace, Friends of the Earth International, and Global Justice Ecology Project.